I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci, Michael Pickering, bringing it down lo-fi like for you with what's going on in the world today. And today we're bringing you the second part of our list of Freedom House's rankings of countries by level of civil liberties and civil rights, a score from 0 to 100. And it's to accompany last week's list of where we did the 10 freest countries in the world. Sweden, Finland, Norway, New Zealand, Canada, Ireland, San Marino, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and Denmark. And remember these scores, 0 to 100, 100 being the most free. It's about the scores, it's about the freedoms that people enjoy in their country. It's not about what's on the Constitution. It's about what happens in practice. But today we do the 10 least free countries in the world. Let's get it. For the calendar year 2022, and coming in at, and starting off, we should say, today's actually a top 12 list because there were so many ties. You'll see what we mean. But starting with, and coming in tied for number 12, number 11, number 10, and number 9, Belarus, Somalia, Saudi Arabia, and Afghanistan, all with an 8 out of 100. And coming in and tied for number 8 and number 7, Tajikistan and the Central African Republic, the 7 out of 100. Coming in at number 6, Equatorial Guinea, with a 5 out of 100. Now our top 5, and tied for number 5 and number 4, Eritrea and North Korea, with a 3 out of 100. Number 3, Turkmenistan, with a 2 out of 100. And tied for number 2 and number 1, Syria and South Sudan, both having a 1 out of 100. And there you have it. Let's recap it real quick. Belarus, Somalia, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, North Korea, Turkmenistan, Syria, South Sudan. So what can we say? How about there are no zeros or negative numbers, which, yes, you can have a negative score in Freedom House. But the fact that no country in the world has a 0, that means that every country in the world has at least a little bit of rights and liberties in them, or at least some people in the country do. What else can we say? That these countries' scores are incredibly different than last week. For sure. You know, last week we saw several with 100s and 99s and 98s, and here we got 2 countries with 1s. You know, last week, the vast majority of that list was European countries. The freest countries in the world, or the freest region in the world, according to Freedom House, is in Europe. And 8 of the top 10 were European countries last week. Today's list of the least free countries in the world, they come from 5 different global regions, demonstrating that authoritarianism can thrive anywhere on the planet. But you know, it's curious. If you compare certain lists together, like top 10 countries by GDP per capita and top countries by levels of freedom, you find quite a bit of similarities. And when you compare lowest countries by GDP per capita and least free countries in the world, you also find quite a bit of similarity. Now, why do you think that is? Are they related? Are they correlated? Or is there something else at play altogether? You tell me. Because that's just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.